Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about 10 fragrances from my collection that I need to give more love to. So I have been really bad. I've been slacking on these videos. I really want to try to do one of these at least every 2 months so that I can keep up with rotating through fragrances that that I forget about or that I haven't worn in a long time. So yeah, these are 10 from my collection that definitely need some love. The first one I'm going to talk about is this one here from Gallagher Fragrances. This is Wicked Good. This is one of my favorite perfumes of all time. This would definitely be in a top 5 for life video. I could not live without this. This is my favorite chocolate perfume ever made. It's funny because there's nothing, I don't want to say there's nothing groundbreaking about it because I've never smelled another fragrance that smells like this ever. But it is quite simple, it's linear, but it is one of the most cozy, comforting fragrances I've ever smelled or worn in my entire life. This is one of my comfort fragrances. I need a backup bottle of this because I have no idea how much I have left, but I'm quite sure that this is less than halfway full. This is just chocolate, Madagascar, vanilla, and tonka bean. It is perfection. It is a literal masterpiece, which I think every fragrance that I have from Gallagher, I think is a masterpiece. I just think that they're one of the most high quality, underrated houses ever. And I know that Rosé All Day gets hyped up a ton, but their fragrances, from this line, the Gallagher Fragrances line, as well as the Pearlescent line, are fantastic. I mean, they're some of the best niche perfumes ever. They're amazing. But anyways, yeah, I haven't worn this. I think I only wore it once last year, and I haven't worn it at all yet this year. So it's time. It's time for this one to come out. And I think that the reason I haven't been wearing this one more often is because I feel like I'm in hoarding mode, which I don't know why. I think because when I bought my bottle, I feel like they were having an issue getting one of the materials for this fragrance. And so they had to raise the price quite a bit on this. And then, I don't know, I think it was out of stock for a while and then it came back, and I don't know, I've just got paranoia around this fragrance, and yeah, I need to get a backup bottle so that I'll quit being paranoid and I'll start wearing it, as much as I want to. Anyways, that is Gallagher Fragrances Wicked Good, just one of the best perfumes of all time. Okay, next, my friend Susan sent this to me. I want to say it was back when it was still pretty hot out, so I have not worn this one yet. This is the Kayali Vanilla 28. This is a beautiful fragrance. I love this vanilla. This one is aged beautifully. This one smells, the vanilla in this is such an extracty vanilla. It's so much sweeter and deeper and just, so much better than when you first buy this fragrance, because I can't remember if I bought a full bottle of it or if I bought a travel, one of the mini bottles of it. But I bought a bottle of it not long after it released from Sephora, and the liquid was really light. And I did not like it. I was so disappointed with that fragrance, but this one, I knew immediately when I pulled it out of the box that she sent it in and I saw the color of it that this was gonna be amazing. And it is. This fragrance ages so, so beautifully. I don't know how it performs on me though, because I haven't worn it yet. So yeah, it's time to pull this one out and give it some love, and we'll see how it performs now. Hopefully it'll perform better on me. But anyways, that is Kayali Vanilla 28. This is crazy that this is even in a video about fragrances that I need to give more love to, but Dior Addict. I haven't worn or even thought about Dior Addict for a good long while, and yeah, that's crazy because this is one of my favorite perfumes of all time as well. This is such a beautiful, tonka. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I think the notes for this one don't match what I smell. This is a warm, vanillic tonka fragrance with a little bit of a floral in it, maybe jasmine or something, but it's whatever the floral, and I think it is jasmine if I remember correctly, maybe like night blooming jasmine or something, but the floral is just adding like a lightness to it, a bit of a floral aspect to this really beautiful, like warm tonka, like warm vanilla tonka fragrance. It's so stunning. I love Dior Addict. You can see this is the original bottle that I had. I do have a bottle of the original 2002 formulation, which I kind of hoard because, you know, it's the original. And then I've got a bottle of this is the newest formulation. And then I've got another brand new 1 ounce bottle of this new formulation. So yeah, I need to just try to work through this. You can see I've only got a little bit left. I'm gonna try to get through this winter. And yeah, and then hopefully I'll be able to get into my little 1 ounce bottle that Fragrance Net sent over. So yeah, this is a stunner, one of my favorite fragrances of all time. And I can't believe that I am having to like make myself pull it out and wear it because I haven't in such a long time. It's such a good one. So anyways, that is Dior Addict. Next, this one, this is the original formulation. I've also got a bottle of the new formulation. This is Lancome Oud Bouquet, and I love this fragrance. This is one of those fragrances that it got so hyped up when it was, I don't know, it got so hyped up like years back in the fragrance community that I just kind of, and not only that, a million dupes of it came out, and I just was kind of like, I don't know, it was one of those situations where I was just kind of over how hyped up this one was, but all these years later, and I'm like in love with this now because you never smell this. Well, I shouldn't say that. I have smelled this scent profile on people. Even during the summertime, I was smelling people that were rocking fragrances like rose oud combinations in the heat. So anyways, yeah, it's just time for me to pull this one out. I think I wore Oud Bouquet once last year, but I think it was the new formulation. So it's time to pull out this original formulation. A subscriber sent this to me and I cherish it. Like I cherish it. She sent me this and I think she sent me the bottle of the new formulation as well. And yeah, I cherish them. It's just such a beautiful, dark, warm, sweet, woody rose. It's got some praline in it. It's got oud in it. This is probably the only fragrance that's got oud in it that I still want to wear. I'm just over oud. It just doesn't smell good on me for the most part. I feel like it just takes over a fragrance, but it does not do that in Oud Bouquet. It's beautiful. It's like a sweet praline rose and oud fragrance, and it is stunning. So anyways, that is Lancome Oud Bouquet. Next, I was just thinking about this fragrance the other day and I was like, man, I haven't worn that fragrance in a long time. This is LaVanilla Pure Vanilla, and it's funny because this was kind of like a short-lived signature for me for a little while back in like the very early 2000s. And I've always loved this and I've always had it in my collection since then. So I've had this in my collection probably longer than I've had Stella because I wore this. I think I was wearing this before Stella even came out. And I love this fragrance. This is a sweet, kind of weirdly complex vanilla. It's a perfumey vanilla. This is not a gourmand. This is not an edible vanilla. This is a perfumey vanilla. I think it's got patchouli in it, but I don't really get patchouli from this. I don't honestly know what I get from this. It's just this odd perfumey vanilla. But I love it. It is quite a dark fragrance though. I used to wear this year round, which is insane, but nowadays, it needs to be pretty chilly for me to pull this one out because this is strong. It's a very strong fragrance. It's very like heavy and perfumey, and I love it. I love it because it's a heavy perfumey vanilla that doesn't smell dated. It doesn't smell vintagey at all. It's just really, really beautiful. It's very, very unique smelling. This is one that's going to be a hit or miss for you, especially if you're a vanilla lover. It's going to be a hit or miss. You're either going to really like it or it's just not going to be your cup of tea. I really love it. It's just a beauty. And yeah, I was just thinking about how long it had been since I have worn this and I really need to pull it out. So yeah, this one's gonna stay out. All of these will stay out until I wear them all. So anyways, that is LaVanilla Pure Vanilla. Okay, this next one, it's definitely the time of year to start pulling this out. It was still, even up until like a couple days ago, it was still a little bit too warm to wear this one. This is Kate Walsh Boyfriend. This is the original formulation, which I love. The new formulation smells amazing too, though. I've got a carded sample of the new formulation, which also smells amazing. It does smell a little different from this one. This is like a plum and myrrh fragrance. I hate to waste even one spray of that just so I can smell it, but yeah, this is such a stunner. This is like a plum and myrrh fragrance. This is another one that I think it's got like a night blooming jasmine note in it, possibly. It's so beautiful. It's so syrupy and a little bit, I don't want to say like it's not really resinous smelling, but yeah, it does have a little bit of like a resinous quality to it in the base, especially when it dries down on your skin. It's beautiful. It's sweet. You could get away with wearing this one in the fall. I just prefer it like in the cooler weather. I really prefer this in the winter months. This is one that I do kind of hoard a little bit because it's really, really difficult to find bottles of the original formulation of this, even though I would be perfectly happy with a bottle of the new formulation. Yeah, it's just a really, really beautiful scent. It's sweet and yeah, it's sweet and plummy and a little bit resinous. This one has a bit of an like antique store quality to it. It's got a little bit of like this kind of just the slightest, tiniest bit of like a dustiness to it. It's stunning. I love this fragrance. So yeah, definitely time to pull this one out and wear it. I don't think I wore this even once last year. I try to wear this at least once a year, but really no more than that because I don't want to run out of it, but it's definitely time to pull it out and give it its once a year wear. So anyways, that is Kate Walsh Boyfriend. Okay, this is another one that I was just talking about and which reminded me that I haven't worn this one I think since last year, but this is Untamed Chocolate Earth. And I was reminded about this one because I was talking about another perfume that had a mushroom note in it. And I think it was in one of my spooky, like in my weird perfume videos talking about a fragrance that had mushroom in it. But yeah, this has a very, very prominent mushroom note in it. Now she has reformulated this. I do have a travel spray of the new formulation. I love the old formulation though. I love both of them equally. The new formulation is a little bit heavier on the chocolate, not quite as heavy on the earthy mushroom quality. This is, I'm obsessed with this fragrance. I love this so much, and every time I wear it, I enjoy it so much. I think this one has like I cannot remember. I think it's got marigold in it. It may have some tarragon in it, if I remember correctly. It's got mushroom, it's got chocolate. There's something almost the tiniest bit like mentholated smelling, but it's very, very soft in the background. And I don't think that there's like a mint note at all in this, but there's something that gives it a kind of mentholated quality, but it's a very, very soft, light. It's very, very soft and light, and it's very much in the background. This one really is all about like the chocolate and the mushroom. It's so good. I love this fragrance. It's definitely the perfect time of year to pull this out and give it some love. And yeah, the new formulation again is very similar, but it's a little bit heavier on the chocolates and a little bit later on like the earthy mushroom. I think it's got like earth notes in it too, like soil. I love it. It's so unique. Like you're never going to smell another fragrance on the market quite like Chocolate Earth. It's incredible. So anyways, that is Untamed Chocolate Earth. Okay, next, this is a fragrance that I have not worn in probably years at this point. This is Elizabeth and James Nirvana Bourbon. It's so weird because I can see some kind of an anomaly on my bottle on camera, but I can't see that in real life. In real life, it just looks normal, but there's something weird about the bottle on camera. Anyways, gosh, I want to say it was like 2016 maybe, it was not long after this fragrance came out. I was like obsessed with this. I went through a couple of roller balls Yeah, I went through like 2 roller balls in one winter because I was wearing it like every other day. I could not get enough of this fragrance. And I kind of like burned myself out on it. It's one of those fragrances that I love and I'll probably have in my collection forever. But I burned myself out on it. It reminds me of 2016 though. Like this fragrance is so, it's almost like, I don't know, it's almost nostalgic smelling to me now. So yeah, this is one though that I almost never reach for. For some reason I've got quite a few of my Elizabeth and James fragrances that I'm not reaching for. But I really need to give this one some love. I really need to give the rose one some love. And also the gray one, French gray, which is, I forget what that one even is. I think that's a lavender scent, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I need to pull them all out really and give them all some love. But this one especially because I've worn all of the other ones way more than I've worn this one, just because again, I burned myself out on it. But yeah, I'm gonna give this one some love before I put it away. So these are very simple fragrances. This is like, I don't even remember. I think this one weirdly has tuberose in it. If I remember correctly, tuberose, vanilla, and oak or something. I don't even remember. I don't know, but yeah, I'll have it on the screen for you. So anyways, yeah, Elizabeth and James Nirvana Bourbon. Such a beauty. Okay, this next one, this is another one that I just was recently thinking about because I'm still so curious about the reformulated version of this that came out like in, I don't know, 2021 or 2022. I still have not smelled that one, but I love this one. This is Jean Paul Gaultier 2. This is like an ambery vanilla perfume. It's a pretty simple fragrance. If I remember correctly, it's only got like 3 notes in it. It's really beautiful though. I love this one. It's very unisex. This would smell amazing on a man. I really love it. It doesn't smell too masculine for me at all, but it would smell really amazing on a man. This one is really sweet, syrupy, heavy. Again, it really needs to be in cold weather. There's a dupe that you can get by Ted Lapidus called Altamira, I think is what it's called. And it is an almost spot on dupe for this fragrance. But yeah, this is a beauty and I have not worn this in at least a couple of years and it definitely needs some love. So anyways, that is Jean Paul Gaultier 2. And then last but not least is a CJ Scents fragrance. I can't believe I didn't pull this out in October. This is CJ Scents Pumpkins Night Out. And I love this. This is another pumpkin scent, but this is like this one's a little bit lighter and not quite as sweet as my other pumpkin scents. I have no idea what is in this, and I don't think that she's got this on the website anymore. So I just will have to guess, but it's like a lighter, I don't know, it's a light-ish pumpkin scent, but it's still warm. I don't know. It is very different from Boo or pumpkin tobacco though. It's a very different kind of pumpkin scent. It's just lighter. It's not nearly as sweet. I think it's got some booze in it. I think this has got some kind of a booze note in it. It's really beautiful. And yeah, I definitely need to pull this out and give it some love while it's still like pumpkin season, because I should have pulled this out in October and I somehow skipped over it. And yeah, it's definitely gonna get a wear before it gets put away. So anyways, that is CJ Scents Pumpkins Night Out. And that is gonna be it, you guys. Those are 10 fragrances from my collection that I really need to give some love to. I would love to hear if you have fragrances in your collection that you have not been paying enough attention to. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.